Hello everyone, I'm Nick from nextstepnick.com and today we're going to talk a bit about Rift Wizard. Now, full disclosure, I received a code for this game. I always try to remain objective, I say that all the time, but let's get into it a little bit. I think very quickly you're going to notice whether or not you like this game or you don't want to play this game. It's very text heavy, it's very similar to the games you kind of see on stuff like the Commodore back in the day. So there's a lot of text information to read before you start, and the gameplay might not look that compelling, but bear with it, it's really fun and quite complex. A little bit unbalanced at the moment, but really fun. You're a wizard that gets thrown into this dungeon, you die a lot whilst you're learning how to play, but you basically work your way down through the floors, fighting against different enemies and going through portals, learning spells as you go, and the spell list is huge. The spell list is absolutely huge. There's 3 pages of spells. There's also like talents and stuff like that that can affect your spells. But you can do everything really, from summoning wolves to firing bolts that turn people into skeletons when it hits them. It's really fun. There's some really cool synergies you can do. And some really deep combinations. Everything has different elements as well, so there can be dark spells, fire spells, earth spells, nature spells. And I really like that. I wanted to go down that whole necromancer kind of route. I'm not going to lie, the sound effect leaves a bit to be desired. I died so many times playing this that noise is now ingrained into my head and it's really difficult to get out. But it's fun, I had a nice time with the game. It's pretty unforgiving and pretty brutal. You're going to die a lot whilst you try out combinations. But as you're moving through floors, you're casting spells to beat enemies and move through. But the good thing about it is even if you do die, you can just throw yourself straight back in again. And it's really fun. It's very retro, as you can see. It knows what it's doing and it's kind of doing it really well, but I feel like it's a little bit unbalanced, especially when boss enemies turn up. They can absolutely wreck you. But then at the same time, I got to the stage where I was summoning like armies of ghosts that were flying around and fighting for me. I was raising skeletons from the dead. At one point I was summoning giant bears. And it's really fun to see that. It's nice to say, well actually what I'm going to do is be this, evil necromancer. I'm going to be this really nature affinity style caster. But the bosses, yeah, they kind of ruin your day. They have ridiculous amounts of health. They can just basically run and destroy you, and most spells are kind of ineffective. There are some spells that are kind of unbalanced as well, and some enemies that are unbalanced too. So I think that needs to be addressed a little bit, because at the moment, the leveling system is fun, going from area to area is fun, finding those combinations is fun, but if you just get absolutely destroyed, and you just get pushed in by something massively bigger than you, it's just not as much fun. Likewise, here I found the Watcher ability, Watcher form, and look at this. I just turn into this eye that shoots out lightning and I just murder everything on the map. And that was really fun, but at the same time, it doesn't make you want to explore other combinations. Likewise, there was a point where I ended up summoning loads of dragons because I was getting absolutely overrun, and they just destroyed everything. It was an item I'd found, which was cool, but maybe just a little bit of polish, a little bit of balancing with some of these elements would make the game so much better. But it's really fun, honestly. If you like those retro kind of feel games and you want something good to play, I'd say definitely keep an eye on Rift Wizard. But I would say balancing needed, and once that's done, could be a really interesting little gem here. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. And also, I can catch you on Twitch, so just search for Next Step Nick on Twitch. Hopefully I'll see you there.